Hi. So I'm still in Birwan. That's a town that's a couple of hours out of Kolkata. And I came up here for the conference on AI in education, cultural narratives, and futures at the university here. So this is the second time I've participated in a conference run by the university. And I've made some good connections through that time. I actually have one of my papers coming out in the conference proceedings. That book will apparently be available in the next week or so. There's also the Kolkata Book Book Fair. And I'll be going back to Kolkata tomorrow. They paid for a bus and they're going to give me a pickup, and I'll find it comfortable because I've got a big suitcase that's rather like a fridge. So it's kind of a bugbear because, dragging it around on trains is difficult, and I can put it down below in the bus. So yeah, they're coming by at, I think, 9:30 and taking me to the bus station, and from there I will take about 3 hours to go to Kolkata, but I have a place booked for a week in Goriahat, which is reassuring. It's a 1-bedroom flat with a little kitchenette. That's all I need. Yeah, so I've had a great time today. I stayed a day longer than the other delegates, and 2 young aspiring PhD students took me out on their scooter. We visited a temple. We went to a zoological park. We were going to go and have a look at some roses, but we ran out of time. And so I came back here, had a rest, then subsequently went to the hotel restaurant and had some food, which apparently I don't have to pay for. And they said, "When you're coming back to dinner, ma'am?" And I thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to be hungry enough. I stuffed myself full of aloo dum, which is a Punjabi dish. Anyway, all in all, it's been really interesting, and there's been a lot of intellectual dialogue and stimulation and conversations. There has been a bit of volatility around how people see me in terms of gender. Honestly, one moment mom, next moment sir, next moment don't know what to say, probably not knowing where I started. Is it female to male or male to female? I confuse people. And the other thing is, people don't, they're not accustomed to seeing a senior academic who's trans, or any trans person occupying a position of note, presenting, chairing sessions in a university. And that's not just here in India. It's true in Australia as well. I don't know any other trans academics whatsoever. And not to discriminate, but trans is, in this instance, is different from an individual identifying as non-binary and not being involved in transition and re-embodiment. Again, no disrespect, because there are some things about me that I consider to be non-binary, but it's a different life project. It's a different way of being perceived in the world and categorized. So, it's about 14 months into my medical transition, 15. And so I'm still getting differentially read. I don't get upset about it, but it's a bit of cognitive overload because you never really know what to expect. Yeah. So I kind of oscillate between, do I even like mom? Do I like that? That's an alternative. Because I don't feel that I'm this kind of ladylike individual. Yeah. But yet again, being within a gender system involves a strange set of assumptions, perceptions, and shoehorning through language and so on. And I occasionally have said, look, just call me by my first name, okay? And try to say they. if that's comfortable for you. Yeah, the irony is that in Bangla, in the Bengali language, they don't differentiate between he and she. There's still a lot that I'm processing. It's a different environment, and again, people don't expect to see a trans person, such as myself, being capable of speaking, being able to reason, being able to be self-possessed. They usually see us as something on the fringes. And that's not just particular to India. So yeah, a lot of things have been churning inside me alongside the stimulating intellectual engagements, which have been rewarding, and there's been a lot of generosity as well. But it's something that I have to navigate, and it sort of puts a spanner in the works, let's say. But anyway, I'm back to Goryahat tomorrow, and that's very cosmopolitan, different environment altogether. I'll hopefully catch up with some queer and trans friends over the time that I'm there, and begin doing some regrouping and grounding work to reconnect to my responsibilities once I return, because there's a lot of things to do in the lead up to the new semester. So yeah, time marches on. I hope everybody is doing well, and if you want to follow my videos, you can subscribe by hitting the button below. I hope that I'll be a bearer of good news in the next couple of weeks as well, and share some of that with you. So as I said in a video before, onward and upward. Take care, everyone.